Purple Bee Live. You're
Nothing's
watching.
wrong.
JMSEY is in the house. Set 2. You're watching Purple Bee TV. It's Purple Bee Live, 76 episodes. In this studio, alone. We've got the ultimate crew, Bo's Bros. We fly in the ship. Celebrate.
Into the mountain.
Raising money for a good cause.
Oh my God.
They can't keep us down. The gremlins attacked.
Man.
But we're back.
We're back.
JMSEY, how you feeling? It was a good breather, actually.
It was a nice breather.
The gods told us we need a break.
Look at this music right now.
This is the house band. This is us playing from the archives of Purple Bee.
Oh man. I'm just gonna update my story so people know what happened.
Please.
The Gremlins came out.
Aaron Von Berlin's in the house. I just want to say something. We just recovered from a power outage, one of our gears, and so this
nice
being
mustache, man.
Thanks, Ebos. This being the last show in Wyldwood, I think it's very poetic that, you know, us production-minded guys, we live for this shit. When something goes down, you got to bust into gear, break out the gaff tape, suss it out in no time, and get back on your feet without blowing a lid, you know? No, I have not. I took a few deep breaths. I'm doing great. And no, World Mental Health Day, it's like a poetic thing, and it makes me think of mental health in those ways. So shout out to all the production guys who gotta, like, no matter how you're feeling, if you're hungover or whatever, you gotta snap into gear when people need you, when the show must go on. And we salute you for it, but don't do it at your own expense. Have some boundaries and take care of yourself. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Let's. We want to hear more music. I'm sure you got a lot of good music.
Tunes. Okay, yeah. So I suppose I will start back where we ended things. I'll just keep this description more brief, I guess. But this song is off of that EP that I dropped in 2019, and it was basically about that window of time in the morning when you're fresh out of breakout and you're questioning everything. You're questioning whether it was the right thing to do, and of course, usually it totally was the right thing to do. But sometimes you have to remind yourself of that. But this song's called Morning.
One day I look back and realize what I had when I was good. I didn't need nothing apart from your love. 'Cause maybe we should have taken things a little slower. Save my heart from getting bruised up, along with my soul. I woke up this morning tired of the feeling. Cause who am I kidding? Acting like I'll be with you. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be loved unless it's by you. Oh, unless it's with you now. Whoa, 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 whoa. This next time I won't be rushing into it the same way. Didn't think that you could break me, but that's how it goes. Next time I won't be rushing into it the same way. And mine is beat and bruised up, along with my soul. So I woke up this morning tired of the feeling for you, yeah. 'Cause who am I kidding? Acting like I'm over being with you. 'Cause I don't wanna be alone. No, I don't wanna be alone. 'Cause I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be loved unless it's by you. Oh, unless it's by you now. Oh, 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 oh. Unless it's with you now. Yeah. Whoa, unless it's with you now. Whoa, whoa, unless it's with you. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, whoa.
Thank you.
Man.
Felt good, man.
Woo.
It's JMSEY. It's Purple Bee. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing this in support of the SIMS Foundation. It's World Mental Health Awareness Day. SIMS Foundation is doing their part, and we're trying to help them out. So help us out. Help us help them.
So run that donation meter up.
Yeah.
Let's get that wheel spinning.
What's up, Mecha Cat? Berlin. DJ Berlin's in the house. He says, congrats on your last show at the Spot. Looking forward to the new spaceship. Yes, we are.
Meow, meow, meow.
Berlin, CHHK.
Truly
What's
is.
up?
Truly is a spaceship in there. It's quite the enterprise you guys have set up.
Thank you. Starship. Well, star date, October 10th, 2022. Disassembled version 1. Countdown sequence engaged.
You've been. How long have you guys been at this spot?
Grego's been here about 8 years, but we've been really toiling with these rooms for about 3 years, 4 years.
Wow. Oh, we just got another Donny.
Oh yeah, here you go. Nikki Claspel.
Nikki.
$50.
Sony, thank you so
Nikki,
much.
you earned yourself a spin on the Wheel of Jam. Pew, pew.
Spin.
Here it is.
Oh man.
Here you go, Nikki.
What's it saying? Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, you just got yourself some Purple Bee merch. This stuff is really hard to come by. The crew can't even get their hands on these holographic stickers. Yeah, you can put them on your spaceships, water bottles, what have you.
Man, so wait, every time you spin that wheel, does one of the segments get taken out?
Yes and no. Certain things, like a cover song, we'll wipe it off so that it doesn't get hit up too many times. I'm keeping track.
Ah, I see.
For now, we're safe.
Got you.
We might throw a wild card while you're not looking in there, too. Something that wasn't vetted by your team.
Oh, man.
Just to keep you on your toes.
Oh, jeez. Cool. Well, shit. I suppose I will move on to another tune. I think this next one that I'm going to do was an ode to my high school self. I think most people in high school can relate about feeling very undesirable and ugly and whatnot. And yeah, for me, I was kind of a late bloomer, but I think sometimes in life it's easy to kind of like really kind of get down on yourself and maybe think that you've been given the worst cards possible. And in some cases that is very true, but I don't know. Me personally, I have a hard time trusting that the world around me is going to morph and change to my needs. And so I come from, I suppose, that school of just got to put your head down and try and play with the cards that you have and that was given to you, for better or for worse. But I think ultimately the sheer fact that you can just breathe and be alive is something you can shoot for every day. And so yeah, this song was written not too long ago, but yeah, like I said, it was about when I was in high school and kind of taking ownership over some ugly, opinions and perspectives that I had of myself. And I think it is quite normal for people, especially when they're feeling low, to feel very, like I said, undesirable, but also kind of hating themselves. And so this song was like very cathartic for me to write. And yeah, I hope that it inspires people to kind of, take ownership of those fucked up thoughts you have of yourself, because at least you're recognizing that they're there, and you can't fix something without acknowledging it. So that's what this is about.
Woo! Do you remember what you told me the first time we met? You didn't even want to know me, at least not like that, yeah? Sure, I could have gone, looked the other way, but your eyes seem to say that I should stay. If we could only both be happy. I was on the south end, you were on the north end. Lunch tables between, like in my exit, just to catch a breath with what it is that I've seen. What a stunning beauty, never was about that late night view from my bed. Yeah, I was a freshman, only trying to flex, man, but I'm all in my head. Oh shit. Do you remember what you told me the first time we met? You didn't even want to know me, at least not like that, yeah? Sure, I could have gone the other way, but your eyes seem to say that I should stay. If we could only both be happy. Never wished that I was dead, but wouldn't mind if I never woke up. Welling force inside my head, could use a little bit of a glow up. Is it in my mind? Don't know if it's not. Is it cause my eyes, man, you're thinking too much? Thinking of the times, it's saying too much. You're being too much, stop feeling too much. I hate myself. Tell me something new, something people never talk about. Berate myself. Yeah, I could be cruel, but it's how I live life on the shelf. Fuck! Do you remember what you told me the first time we met? You didn't even want to know me, at least not like that, yeah? Sure, I could have gone, looked the other way, but your eyes seem to say that I should stay. If we could only both be happy. Sharing thoughts inside telling myself I'll be okay, I'll do my best. Living life without no lies, I'll give it a try. Never thought I'd feel like this, that I'd be like this. Do you remember what you told me the first time we met? You didn't even want to know me, at least not like that, yeah? Sure, I could have gone the other way, but your eyes seem to say that I should stay, that we could only both be happy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Dope, dope.
Oh, man.
JMSEY's in the house. Brennan Marie just chimed in. She says, isn't it crazy that this man has ever felt ugly? Look at that handsome devil.
So, Brennan is my roommate. He's the one that introduced me to the wonderful world of VR.
Oh, yeah. We hope Brennan is watching from Decentraland. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. Brennan, I hope you're watching from decentralized land, too. But, yeah. That was first time. Yeah, and like I was saying, you know, these newer songs have been really nice to play out, and especially to live audiences, because it's been, I don't know, really nice to get a response, you know. And I was talking to someone, I forget who. I think I was talking to this Chelsea fan over here, but I was basically I was just talking to him about how going into lockdown, I was, as a performer and as a musician, I was always so focused on sounding perfect and being perfect and delivering the most perfect performance and delivering the most perfect live stream that doesn't get shut down randomly, right? But that's not life. That's just not how life is. Sometimes life throws you a fucking curveball, and you just gotta sit there and, you know, sit in it for a second, but persevere through, right? And so that's the whole point of today. That's the whole point of the stream and what we're doing. And yeah, I just, you know, appreciate the ears. And this has been a very cool year of music for me. And a big part of it has been trying to be more vulnerable, you know. I think we live in an interesting time, especially now, and especially being someone who associates as a masculine man, I suppose. Just saying that sometimes these days makes you feel a little weird, but you know, I am, and I want to be one of those people that reminds people that, you know, masculine people can be vulnerable and care about everyone, you know. And so I think it's really important. So yeah, thanks for giving me this platform, and you know, everyone who's listening right now and watching too. It's major.
Word up. Hey, JMSEY, can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
I really dig your keyboard playing when you're accompanying yourself, the couple songs you've done so far. I was just wondering what your background is on piano and stuff.
So I don't really have much of a background on piano, to be honest. I started playing keys out of a necessity because I struggled really hard communicating to collaborators and producers what was in my head and like how I wanted things to sound. And so that kind of started, along with other things. I used to play in bars. I used to play bar gigs and weddings. So I'd sit there and play covers for like 2 hours. But all of that kind of made me really start to hate music, because ultimately I just wanted to be able to write my own music and have my music match my taste, which is hard. Your ability to execute on something and have it be close to what you envision in your head is a difficult thing to do. So I spent a good amount of time learning all the instruments, so keys, guitar, bass, drums.
Did you play bass on these tracks?
Yes and no. Some of the bass lines so basically the process that I have now with all the new music is I write the songs, kind of arrange them, you know, I write the progressions and the top line and the melodies and the lyrics and all that. then I bring it to my dear friend Caleb, who is my collaborator, bandmate. I like to call him like the other half of JMSEY, because he's just one of those people that in lockdown kind of inspired me and told me to, like, you need to record these tunes, you know. And he has a studio that he works out of, and he was been gracious enough to, whenever I have an idea, to go in and he basically cleans up everything I've done, you know. He'll put a fresh layer of guitar in it, a fresh layer of bass, and because I, you know, through learning all the instruments myself, I'm able to explain kind of the nuances of what I hear in my head easier. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it works out.
Get that little bit of teamwork helps you get up from a sketch to a finished portrait.
No, absolutely. And that last 20% of a song, last 10, 20% of the song is really like what makes the difference, you know. And so it's great. I'm able to bring it to him. Very fortunate to have that process with him. And, you know, as much as I do appreciate it, I'm also, I don't know, I'm naturally one of those people, I start to kind of wig out if I feel like I'm a little too reliant on something or someone. And so what's nice about working with him is it gives me an appreciation, obviously, but then it also reminds me that I need to, you know, also work on stuff myself and make sure that I'm still learning and I'm not just completely relying on someone. Because once again, you know, in life, you just never know what's going to happen.
This is true.
So, or when someone's not going to be there anymore.
Well, you know, the flip side is we all want to sort of glorify the one-man band, the Prince or the Stevie Wonder, someone who wrote all their material and put down every note on the record. But it's and conversely, we love to sort of, you know, shame people who may have an entourage of collaborators that made something come to fruition. I think both things can be beautiful, and collaboration is a skill into itself, and to be able to work with others is a great way to do music. Music is something to share, even in the making.
Right. No, I agree. And yeah, I think, you know, to add on to that, I think you see that in a lot of things in society nowadays. I think people, you know, I think right now, if you were to just to look at social media and how people are and respond, I completely understand why it feels like and looks like we're all very, very, very polarized and divided, and in many ways we are on the surface. But I think once people actually take a second to listen, which in order to even listen, you have to be decently compassionate, right? I think most people will find out that we all kind of sit kind of in the middle, leaning to the left, leaning to the right, and it's okay to disagree. But I think the concern is when people shut down and stop listening. I think that's when we have a problem. So
For real.
Yeah. So all right. So I guess I'm at odds. I don't know. Should I do like a unreleased thing, or should I do just a track? I guess the reason why is in my head I'm so used to doing this one track at the very end.
Yeah.
Sunny Days. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys.
Yeah, play the unreleased, I think.
The unreleased?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Okay, well, this song is gonna be out November 4th, and it's a pretty personal one. A little over a year ago, a really close friend of mine passed away. He took his own life, and although I have experienced, I guess, that before in my life, I've never experienced it to this degree in terms of someone who's, you know, I'm just very close to, or was very close to. And in that, this past year has been just very, it's just been interesting, you know. Dealing with a lot of anger towards him, which makes me guilty because he's not even here for me to even yell at. And this song I wrote as a way to helped me gain a little more compassion for maybe the headspace that he was in, which led him to make the decision that he made. And in hopefully being more compassionate in that manner, I'm able to quell some of the sporadic anger that I have towards him, that I will probably still have towards him for who knows.
That's real, man. So was this a phone conversation or a text, or did these lyrics pulled from actual conversation?
So half the lyrics, the verses are me trying to place myself in his position and maybe what he was thinking about, without obviously divulging too much on, you know, my personal knowings about him. Just kind of trying to pull from things that maybe are more general, that most people maybe feel, including myself. You know, I think when that all went down, it was my worst fear, not just for him, but it's my worst fear for a lot of my artistic friends, and it's my worst fear for myself, you know. And like, this might be kind of awkward to hear, but you know, I've been there, and you know, I'm happy to still be here, but I understand to a degree what I've been close to the sun, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But even still, you know, it still is crazy to me how much anger I still have towards him, because you'd think, you know, I'd be more compassionate. It's tough, you know. But yeah, so I pulled from things that I think myself, conversations I've had with people, but the hook, the chorus in particular, was based off of a conversation, my last conversation with him, which was actually a trip I had made before the final time, but that final time was through text. So I'm talking about my last verbal conversation with him. I was in town, and he basically asked if I was down to hang out for the weekend, and you know, I said yeah, of course. And then the day came, and I think I was leaving something, but I was just very tired. And I don't know if some of you guys can relate, but he's just that friend that demands kind of your attention, but in the best possible way. Like, if you're not paying attention, or if you're on your phone, or you're not present, he'll call you out. And that's why I loved him so much, is because that was important to him. Being in the moment and staying focused was very important to him. And he was a rare breed in my life. And so, knowing that I wasn't in that mindset, I rain checked him. And I had no idea that would be obviously the last time or last opportunity I would get to see him. And, you know, of course, that has left me with a lot of guilt to process over the year. And, you know, I'm still processing it. But I understand that it's not sustainable to think that you can always respond or hang out with someone whenever, you know. So I understand that, but it's just, I suppose, very shitty when the cards fall the way they fall, and that's the situation I'm in. But this is what I'm doing to cope with it.
Of course.
And
you know, you never know when someone is reaching out for that lifeline, and it's we're all so close to the edge, and so many people are like you said, tracking close to the sun, and it's hard to know on a day-to-day basis when that sort of lifeline moment is in real time.
Right. And you know, especially when you talk about lockdown and like how much that affected people, particularly in the arts, right, and all of that, of course, that's a given. But just beyond that, everyone, we as a collective generation of people, or just, you know, people in this point in history, have gone through something together. That's very interesting. So I think, you know, if some people were already on the brink, and I think 2020 helped, and I think we're still dealing with, of course, residual things from that year. So yeah. So anyway, this song's called Best Friends. If you're hanging out with your best friend tonight or sitting next to him, give him a fucking hug. because you never know, you know, if they are the person that's going to bring you out of the pits of depression or catch you from falling inevitably from happiness, because those are two just impermanent things. So yeah, I hope this song reminds people to really treasure their network and their support system.
One life held up, chilling out, feeling real fucked up. Reading all the signs, but still feel behind. Oh God, not this. Giving up smiles, but I'm hurting. Keeping it locked up can't be a crime. Realize what you even had. Let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Please catch me, I'm falling over, cause this life's real mad. Let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Please catch me, I'm falling, stumbling, cause this life's real sad. Maybe you'll see just how much I've been drowning, taking my time, buying more on the side. Oh no, not this. Seem to be fine, but I'm bruising. Please take my smile from me, will ya? Cause I don't know where I'm gonna go. What I'm where? Realize what you even said. Let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Just catch me, I'm falling over, cause this life's real mad. Let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Please catch me, I'm falling, stumbling, cause this life is real sad. Someday I'll see maybe 6 feet below, looking back on what I should have said or still done. Leaving behind tons of feelings and thoughts, all the anger of what surely can't be undone. Okay, I get it, but you're reaching out someone somehow would soon get me alive. I guess we'll just have to move on. No, let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Please catch me, I'm falling over, cause this life's real mad. Let's be friends on the weekend, yeah, best friends. Please catch me, I'm falling over, cause this life's real sad. Catch me, cause this life's real sad. Catch me, cause this life's real mad.
Amazing.
Cathartic.
Yeah, I agree. Abstract said, "Dude, this is radio gold. Holy shit!"
Oh, man.
Also, I have to mention we get raided in the middle of you explaining the backstory for that song. So I was not going to break the stride there. But thank you to Sulk and Raven for raiding us on Twitch.
That's all. I don't even know what that means. But
Yeah, it's when a Twitch streamer ends their own stream and they take their followers and their viewers into our stream. They kind of bring a posse.
Oh, wow.
And they raided us.
Oh, man.
Also, we got 2 anonymous $20 donations there. Man, I love that song. Such a heavy, story behind it, and clearly it's things that aren't completely in the past. It's a living, breathing thing that you're still going through. But for you to channel that into some sort of like Abstract said, radio gold. It's this very fresh and vital sounding pop music, and it's got energy and it's got life and it's got sort of joyousness mixed with pain. Wow.
Yeah, no, that means a lot. Yeah, that's. I haven't performed that one out too many times of late. I think that might be just now. Might have been maybe like the second, third time, but. what a lot of people will come up and tell me afterwards, especially after, you know, after I framed it, after I explained the story. And I've only actually had the opportunity to explain the details of like the last message and all that stuff. But what a lot of people tell me is they don't expect it to be such a joyous sounding song, and so upbeat and whatnot. And I love hearing that because I think what I've learned about most people who are on the brink, especially people who are about to make that decision, is usually they are quite happy and they are content and they are understanding that whatever they're going through, it's about to end, you know? Which, yeah, is like very heavy, but again, that's life. And yeah, I'm really excited about that song. It's been really nice already in the, like I said, the few times that I've been able to share it or perform it, people have really resonated to it, and I'm glad, you know, because yeah, I just hope that people understand the importance of talking to whoever, you know, and you know, you might feel like no one gives a shit, but someone does, you know, at least one person. So I suppose just never forget that.
Yeah, don't give up. Also, reach out to your friends and check in on them. Everybody's flying close to the sun these days.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be jamming that song every time I feel a little, you know, bittersweet.
Yeah.
That's how I feel today, actually. You know, the last show we're having here is very bittersweet. It shows how far we've come, and but it's also it's an ending to an era and moving on, and we don't know what's coming around the bend. So it's bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so interesting. There are so many things going in my life currently that all revolve around the same similar topic, that is change, you know, like as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be like relocating to Kentucky. Whoop.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the year, to be closer to my mum, because my mum a couple of months ago went through something that really made me have to reprioritize a lot of things that I was thinking. And so it's been interesting processing that, and then just kind of looking back at some comfort zones that I have in my life and friend groups that maybe aren't serving me or making me feel the same way. And in fairness, maybe I'm not making them feel the same way. And so kind of just thinking about, what should I do about that? Should I address it? Should I let it go? Should I maybe address it to the people that I care about? But all that to say, yeah, I mean, it's very clear and evident in, like I said, the short time that I've been here, how much love has been put into this room, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's very cool, and not just the crew, but your friends that you have hanging out here. Like, clearly everyone is very bought in on what you guys are trying to do. And I think it's very cool that you guys are going through a change right now that is, I'm sure, going to obviously means you're going to have to get rid of some things, but in getting rid of things, you now have space to bring in other things that will probably take you to the next part of your journey. So I
believe it will.
It's very exciting.
It is. And yeah, we couldn't do without our friends and our crew. It's a wide net that we're trying to cast these days, and a lot of people have shown us a lot of love over these last few years. And we're looking to sort of embrace that love and reward people and pull them in closer, and hopefully that sort of it cultivates a scene around us that is based in love and friendship and working together and collaborating, and the idea that, like you said earlier, it's about the moments. You can't script everything. We, much to the opposite, we love to leave elements of chance in everything we do in the best way possible. We try not to make a stream go down, but
Yeah.
if we can push you into a magic moment or a moment where you have to think on your toes and something cool happens that would have never happened otherwise, then we're winning. All of us, the music fans, the artists themselves, get closer to knowing, you know, what is it about live music and their specific music that turns people on and that gets people excited. You know, you can write a great song, which you have, and you can perform it well, which you do, but the third level of that is when something unexpected happens to you and you have to push to another gear and you do rise to the occasion, and that's magical. People feel that. They get goosebumps.
Yeah.
And they remember it.
Yeah, and yeah, I gotta say too, thank you for putting me out of my comfort zone. Marilyn, my publicist, this goes out to you too if you're watching.
Yeah,
but
thank you, Marilyn.
yeah, she set this up, and I was definitely apprehensive because streams, I feed so much off of, I love performing live and in front of people, and so much of what I feed off of is that, but these moments are really cool too because it forces you to dig even deeper, you know, to like perform really at the max without that much assistance of energy and like, you know, swaths of people, whatever. So
Well, it seems that you recounting these stories leading into these songs is kind of like, man, I don't know how you get yourself in the headspace to play the resulting music that comes out of it. It's happened 2 or 3 times in the set where I'm like, whoa, he's got himself in he's sort of a very pensive moment, and all of a sudden you bust out with you know, angry, you know, amazing, energetic performance. It's cool how you do that. I like how you channel. Something's going on there with you getting in the method acting, putting yourself in a place mentally, and then using that emotion in your song, right?
yeah, no, it is. And, you know, I still struggle sometimes really talking to people about what's going on in my head and stuff, and it's odd. I would choose this form, I suppose, to kind of express it in such a way, but yeah, in many ways it is easier for me to do it this way because I'm doing it while I'm doing something enjoyable to me, you know, which is music and playing music. So I feel fortunate I have this form to do such a thing, and obviously grateful that you guys have a platform to put it out there. So
It's our pleasure.
yeah,
We hope that when you come back to Austin, we're ready to receive you and possibly more of your crew, your band.
yeah,
Maybe we can rock out together.
that would be fun. Fuck, maybe next time I get some of you guys to play. You know what I mean?
You know we're down.
I know there's some players in the room. My
Yes.
shit's not that difficult. You guys can fucking put your spin on it.
We'll start working on it.
I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't throw that out there. I didn't know you guys played, but of course, you know. But that would be so fun, you know.
We don't like to toot our own horn too much, but yes, we will definitely rock your tunes if you give us the opportunity.
That would be sick. We should do that the next time for sure. Offer an actual live version of all this shit.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well,
You got another tune, or that we
yeah,
wrap it? Amazing.
I got one left. I got one left. This the reason why I like ending with this one is because it's just an upper, you know, and a lot of my stuff is kind of in many ways kind of depressing. But I do try and hide it in a jovial way. But this one for sure is one that I like to end with because it puts me in a lighter mood, and usually everyone who is at a show. And this particular version is a remix. So I know there's one person in this room who is hoping for the song. I am doing the song, but it is going to be done in a different way. But I have a really talented roommate. His name's Bassy Vibe, and he did a remix of this song, and I am going to perform to that version. And it's nice. It's kind of like a really nice blend of what I used to be and what I used to offer and what I offer now. And so it's been really. This is my second time doing it. The first time I did it was the other night at a So Far show, and it was very fun. So this song's called Sunny Days, and it was the first song I wrote during lockdown. It was the first song I put out after lockdown, and the song was basically about how much I missed life before lockdown. But funny enough, as time has gone on, every time I do this song now, it makes me miss times during lockdown, which might sound kind of insensitive to say, but I suppose what I miss about lockdown is that kind of forced isolation that we had to endure, you know. And again, I think as life has started to speed up, I think I'm starting to realize I've noticed that I get more anxious now because I'm realizing how much noise exists in life that kind of distracts you from things that are important and that you should remember are important. And one of those things is kind of giving yourself personal space and time to ask yourself deep questions, meaningful questions, in order for you to make deep and meaningful decisions in your life to keep yourself afloat. So that's what this song is for.
Yeah. Woo. He's fucking with my mind. Two choices, to stay or go outside. It's got my mind and my body on a strip. It's okay, I just reminisce about those times, yeah, and those sunny days. Yeah, yeah. Man, I miss those sunny days and funny days, yeah. We partied last night. You parked in my spot, but babe, that's fine. Just put quarters in my name, yeah. I made you breakfast, come and stroll back. Just looking back, I can never say I miss school die. Sometimes life it takes you by surprise on the fence, but I feel alive, yeah. So I think of those sunny days, yeah, yeah. Man, I miss those sunny days, oh funny days, yeah. I'm JMSEY, thank you so much for listening. Purple B, SIMS Foundation, make sure you run up that donation, keep it coming in, yeah. Ice cold beer at a drugstore, sipping champagne on a big yacht. These two things I don't do much. I like watching YouTube while I'm shroomed up. Sunny days, yeah, yeah. Man, I miss those sunny days and funny days, sunny days. Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening.
JMSEY, thank you so much for being here. Wish you luck on the rest of your stay here in Austin. I know you're playing next Sunday at the Austin City Limits Festival, right?
Yeah. So yeah, to clarify that, I on this festival I'm teching.
Oh, right on.
For Oliver, which is pretty fun. Obviously,
Cool.
I get the best seat in the house.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to be there on Sunday. So if you're at ACL, come and see Oliver's set. He's absolutely fucking jokes.
He's completely mental. You've never seen anyone like that.
Yeah, he's been honestly an amazing person to be around for music and things other than music. And so, yeah, I've been very lucky to be around him and the crew, and they've been an amazing support system for me and an inspiration. But yeah, I'm going to be there for that. And then on Tuesday, I'm doing a So Far. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a So Far Sounds. I don't know where it is. So maybe I'll see you, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe if someone runs it up right now, I'll guest list you. Who knows? But yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow, and then I have a few things planned. But honestly, I'm just hanging out. I'm trying to get a feel for Austin. I've always enjoyed it. The last time I was here for like an extensive amount of time was South by Southwest, and I just don't think that's a real true
Yeah, it's just a moment out of time, really.
Yeah, it's
You
just a shit show.
A total shit. Well, so is these 2 weeks for that matter. So
Yeah,
a little less. So
yeah, a little less. It's probably like a little more tame, but
for sure.
yeah, this I'm excited to kind of just chill and sit at coffee shops and people watch. So, but yeah, if you guys have any recommendations on things to do, and if all of a sudden you find out someone needs an opener, I'm there. I'm ready to go.
Right.
So yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, put him on. His name is JMSEY. If you need to get a hold of him, I got his contact. Holler at me. And also, we had a very late donation come in from TK Bose, $25. Thank you so much, TK.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Rocket.
sweetness. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Let's hang. And you're welcome to come back to Purple Bee anytime. We love your music. We're big fans, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
Nice,
Let's
man.
break in that new spot. Let's
Yeah.
break in that new spot.
Yes. You need to come see it. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm going to put up this graphic for Utopia Fest, which is the thing we're doing this weekend. If you don't know about Utopia Fest and you're in the Central Texas or even anywhere close to Texas, you are missing out. One of the best small festivals ever, literally. And they are only doing it one more time. That's this weekend at the Burn It location. There'll be a special Eclipse version of it coming up, but this is the last chance to dance, perhaps, at Camp Purple Bee, Reveille Peak Ranch. We are official campsite and the official music purveyors of the Hilltop late night jam sessions, the morning brunch sessions. The vibes will be right at Purple Bee this weekend. If you still want to get in and get a ticket, we might have some discount codes. Holler at us. Big shout out to Wayne and Travis and everyone who puts that on. We're excited to be there this weekend. That's it. You're going to hear a lot of noise from Purple Bee in regards to us building our new studio. So keep tuned to our socials, our Discord. We may surprise you with a stream here and there over the next couple weeks, 3 weeks, month. But we've got a lot of exciting stuff to announce, and we can't wait to tell you about what we're doing. Thank you so much for being a part of it up to this. Back to AMCR, our boy. He did a lot tonight. He got the videos lined up. Another big shout out to Scott Young on camera and switching.
Yes.
Absolute
Here's
baller.
Abstract.
There's
Love
Abstract.
you,
What's
brother.
up?
Oh, so much love. Nice spaceship, bro. Nice spaceship.
Shout out to Big Mike for cooking us dinner. Shout out to Joby for
Roll the
we're
credits.
rolling the credits. Now we got credits.
JMSEY,
We are
thank
legitimate.
you so much. Wow, Purple Bee Studios, Wyldwood.
We
For the
finally made it.
last time. D. Rip the gig.